So, when we talk about computational paradigms, we're currently in the Moore's law paradigm, and it has definitely matured. So it's not doubling in price performance every 18 months anymore. It's taking
Hmm.
longer to do that. So that means that we're reaching the limitations of this current paradigm. So what's going to be the next paradigm? Is it going to be, um, like nanotubes? Is it going to be quantum computing? Is it going to be something else? That's the question. So um, I'm not as familiar with reversal, but if that's the answer, so if we're talking about now creating like 3D processors,
Well, processors are already 3D. If the architectures already are three-dimensional, that's not what it is. It's you're redesigning the fundamental gates so that way you're not throwing away, you're not grounding those signals and losing energy, and you can get like 100x efficiency. Of course, like this still requires engineering, both software and hardware. But it's like this fundamental like it's hard for me to describe because I'm not like an expert on it or whatever. But like it the point is there is a way using current chip manufacturing to design chips that effectively don't create, in theory, don't create any waste heat at all, right? In reality, reality is not theory, but you can get really close, and it's like I see this as the next step after these die shrinks of like how we can get to more efficient computing. It is going to have to be a paradigm shift, and it's not going to be about shrinking the transistors anymore. It's going to be about optimizing within this space of reversible computing.
I
Um,
like it.
yeah,
That does make a lot of sense because I'm like there's a gap somewhere here, with nanotubes and such,
yeah,
but it's
yeah, and
so I agree with what you're saying 100%.
yeah, and like this is I think is going to be really important for like pushing computing forward and also in allowing us to reach that energy abundance and like have it actually be effective because like you said Moore's law is dying or is dead some people would say, and it's like we're going to need a lot of processing power in order to compute this algorithm all the time. But it's like if we have reversible computing and we have that abundance of energy, then I think this becomes much more possible.